This week on the Road with Mickey, our 250th episode, plus top 5 international destinations.
We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie.
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
And he's Grogu. And Grogu, I have just got to say, you don't look like you're 250 episodes old.
He says
cute.
thank you.
He's so cute.
And for the record, he's not 250 episodes old.
True. But he is about 150 episodes old.
Yeah, possibly.
Thereabouts. Somewhere around there. I have to go back and look at all the old videos. I encourage everyone watching us on YouTube or listening to us, I think you should make it your pilgrimage for 2025 to listen to every single episode of On the Road with Mickey.
Yay!
Good luck finding the first 20 or so. They're not on YouTube.
No, but they are in audio.
Grogu's been pretty outspoken these 150 episodes, I have to say.
Yeah.
You're
Yes,
right.
he is very outspoken.
He is a very big preacher of brevity is the soul of wit.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's the silent one, the silent, quiet type. You know, you got to watch out for them.
Yeah.
Well, you know what he's saying right now? He's saying we should get on with the show.
And he would be right.
Yeah.
And we are on the road with Mickey. This is our 250th episode.
Yay.
Holy cow.
So sweet. Yeah. Very nice.
Wasn't
Wonderful
that what I was
thing
supposed to say, Daddy?
Well, sorta. But
Sort
anyway.
of.
But we are also, our feature topic is our top 5 international destinations. We're going to talk about where in this world that you or that we think would be really awesome destinations to experience. So that is our feature topic. But first we have some cheddar from the big cheese, and I'm going to start us off. Last week, we celebrated our 5th anniversary of On the Road with Mickey.
Yay!
And the crowd goes wild.
Oh, yeah, the crowd goes wild for you, but you basically stole my thunder because, again, we're telling everyone that today, as of the recording, January 8th, this will go up January 13th. This is our 250th episode.
Yay!
It would have landed last week if not for a couple of scheduling mishaps.
Scheduling issues, yep.
Excessive partying at Walt Disney World, you mean?
I don't call it excessive. It is not excessive.
Oh, I got the longest hug from my Sophie when I saw her, and oh my God, it was so overdue.
It was. Lasted like a good 5 minutes, didn't it?
I know. Yeah, not long enough, but it was very sweet, and I really appreciated it. Oh, I loved it. And guess what? I'm going to get another one.
Yes, you are.
When?
Well, I'll tell you when. In January 2026, On the Road with Mickey will be on the seas with Mickey as we sail on the Disney Treasure together. Yay!
Woo-hoo!
Yay! Now, if any of our listeners want to join us, we'll be sailing on January 17th, 2026. So it's an Eastern Caribbean sailing. You might want to go. Think about it.
Reach out. Let us know. That would be so stinking
That would
cool.
be awesome.
That would
Oh my
be
gosh.
amazing. Imagine being stuck on a boat with us for what was it? 8 nights?
7 nights, 8 days. Not stuck on a boat.
Not stuck on a boat.
Not stuck on a boat. We got
I would
so
love
many
it if
ideas.
we were all If
Oh
we
my
were all
gosh.
showing up for trivia, because they have the trivia games all the time when you're on, and if we like all showed up in a crowd for trivia, we would be busting it loose.
We would.
I'm
We'd be
curious to
bust a
see if
move.
any of our listeners can beat me when it comes to trivia.
No,
But
we'd
you
have
know
to all
what?
be on one team. You would be our ace in the hole.
But you know what?
Oh,
When Mommy and I did the Harry Potter trivia game, I think we would have beat you, Sophie. We were on it.
Ooh,
That was on a
Well-
different cruise line, but
I don't know, but Disney trivia, Sophie be on it.
yeah, she would for certain. But that Harry Potter, we were in our element. It was like boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh, it was so cool.
For
Anyway,
those of you wondering why I just looked off screen, we actually have this Harry Potter trivia board game
yeah,
that's sitting right next to the desk where my computer is set up. And we've only played it once, my dad and me. He beat me, but that was because I was like 11 or something.
yes, you were quite young. Anyway, that is our cheddar from the big cheese. It really
Yay!
is cheddar from the big cheese because it's
Yep.
on the road with Mickey cheddar, which is the best cheddar ever.
The sharpest cheddar, the
Yes.
rarest
Yes.
cheddar,
Sharp
So
cheddar.
don't
aged for
forget.
5 years.
Yes,
Right.
that's very well done, Sophie. So don't forget, you can connect with us in our Facebook page, which is On the Road with Mickey, our Facebook group, which is On the Road with Mickey Group, our YouTube channel, which is On the Road with Mickey. You could search for that. Instagram, On the Road with Mickey. Email info@ontheroadwithmickey.com. And you can tie it all together on our website, ontheroadwithmickey.com.
We are nothing if we are aren't consistent.
That's right.
Listen, you
right.
all need to know how to easily find us.
That's right.
Yeah. That's right.
That is absolutely right. And coming next week, I have to think it through and plan it out. But coming next week, I am going to be laying out a little contest
Ooh, nice.
with a gift card prize.
Nice.
Not
I didn't know
super
about
big.
that.
No, it's been in my head and it hasn't gotten out anywhere until just now. So I gotta work on
good.
that.
All
So,
right.
Anyway, that is our cheddar from the big cheese and how you can connect with us. And it is now time to get into our feature topic. We talked about our 250th episode. Way to go, Sophie. You did awesome with that.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks.
Let your light shine, girl. Let your light
Let
shine.
your light shine.
Oh,
And now it is time to talk about our top 5 international destinations. We are each coming up with a list of 5. I hope I can come up with 5 because, as I told Brenda and Sophie, I have nothing written down. It is all stuck in here and hopefully it'll come out. So
I have
Don't
a couple
worry,
of runners
Daddy.
up. So
there's
sorry.
a lot of places in the world. I think you'll be hard pressed to narrow it down to just 5.
well, good. Well, one thing that I want to focus on is my first place that I'm really excited about going to is actually part of our January 17th to 24th, 2026 Disney Treasure Cruise.
Yay.
And that is visiting Tortola in the British Virgin Isles and St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Isles. I'm gonna count those two as one because it's part of the same cruise. And Tortola, isn't that like the name where Pirates of the Caribbean? Is it that?
Not quite. That one was
Tortuga.
Tortuga.
Oh, Well, dang, here I was thinking I was
But
going to a pirate town.
did you know that part of Pirates of the Caribbean was filmed on Castaway Key?
Really?
Really?
Mhm.
Is it the scene where he's looking for the rum?
Don't remember. Don't remember what scene. Have to look it up.
Okay.
Well, either
Well,
way, I'm looking up some pictures right now, Daddy. They have got some very pretty beaches.
Yeah, Megan's
uh-huh.
Bay Beach Break is what we did for our excursion when we went there. And it was, oh, so beautiful because it's a beautiful water and then it's got like big mountains on both sides. It's just, and the rich people's yachts were in the water. I wanted to go up there and knock somebody in the head and take their yacht. But I didn't because, I'm well behaved when I go to the beach.
Good
Good.
job, Brenda. I'm proud of you for not getting arrested today. For then.
Oh, very, very good. Discipline is one of the fruits of the soul.
Yeah, Butch and I are just like heathens because we're like, okay, which one's hitting them and which one's driving? Sorry, but you're gonna know me. You might as well know me.
That's right. And if you're
Will
going to
you help me
cruise with
hide a
us, you're going to get to know
body?
us.
Yeah.
So if you do plan a cruise and reach out, Brenda at pixievacations.com, Mike at pixievacations.com. Say, I want to go on the cruise with On the Road with Mickey, and we'll know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yay! That would be
Yeah.
so much fun.
Oh my gosh, that would be.
I'm gonna call
Oh,
Susan. I bet she might be
Susan.
interested in that.
Oh, call her.
Yep. All right. Good
I'll
job.
call
Yay.
some of my clients, see if they're interested.
I've been seeing so many, I've been scrolling through social media as of late, and I've been seeing so many travel agent accounts on social media, and they're always talking about their next upcoming Disney trip. And I'm like, y'all seem like you're having a whole lot of fun. I have my own travel agent. His name is Mike.
Yes,
Yep.
that's right. And
Thank
he,
you,
he's
baby.
gonna take better care of you than anybody ever would. But while I'm calling Susan, y'all should call Stephanie. See about Stephanie and Shane and the girls going.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. You should just make it a family affair.
Well, family affair means family
Robin?
has to pony up some money.
Hell, I know, but
Yeah.
if they've always wanted to go on one, it would be a great
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of like destinations that are involved in upcoming cruising, my first one is the port that we're leaving from on my upcoming European cruise. That is from Rome. So, Rome, Italy is my first location, my international destination that I've never been to, and I'm extremely excited to
I would
go.
be
Yeah.
excited too.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Me-
We're going in
me-
on or I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, you continue.
We're flying out here from Houston on the 14th of May, and then we arrive the morning of the 15th, but we don't get on the ship until the 16th. So we're gonna like see some stuff that day. And then we come back on the 26th, and we're not flying out until the 28th. So we're gonna see some more stuff and eat some stuff. So there you go.
Awesome.
That sounds like a great destination.
Can't wait.
It does to me too. And I was going to add that if I were in Rome, one of the things I would want to see is St. Peter's Basilica.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
that's like the only part of the Vatican City that's open to tourists, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
We're
don't
supposed
know.
to be doing like a private car tour that my sister used the last time they were there, like several years ago.
Uh-huh.
And the guy took them around to all the places and like got them into good entrances, etc. It's kind of expensive, but we're going in on it. So I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. I can't wait to hear. And Sophie, get ready because we're going to have a couple weeks where Brenda's not going to be on the show with us.
It's okay.
It'll be
I'll make
quiet.
do.
Yes,
It'll
she
be
will.
all right. Yes, of course you'll be fine.
Yes, you will.
I'll make do.
No, you
I'll
don't have to make
survive.
do. You don't have to make do. You just have to lift me up because I'm the one that drags this anchor down.
Oh my goodness, would you stop? Sophie, hush him up. Where are you going first?
All right. So when I made my list, and of course this is subject to change because there are just so many places in the world that I want to go, and I don't even have my passport yet. So, you know, I'm a baby traveler. I've never been outside of the States and I want to see everything. But this is a list. This this specific one was compiled when I asked my boyfriend Jonathan if there was anywhere in the world that he could go, where would he want to go? And he specifically said Germany. We both love Germany. So I decided, okay, there are a lot of places in Germany. Where specifically do I want to go? And I have decided, despite not being a cold climate enjoyer, I would want to go see the Bavarian Alps with him. And I
Nice.
specifically want to visit this castle in the Bavarian Alps. It's called Neuschwanstein Castle. It is one of the most recognizable medieval type buildings in the world. It is very, very beautiful, sits high on a mountaintop, and it gives you really fairy tale vibes with just how beautiful it is. And it actually can be shown, I think it's shown in Soarin' Around the World.
Nice.
Cool.
I know they go over a castle.
Hmm I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's Neuschwanstein Castle.
Nice.
That's cool. Go ahead and mark that in the notes. All I wrote was Germany.
Yeah, spelling that sucker will be your job.
Exactly.
I have been studying German with Duolingo, so I know a couple of things.
Yay.
That's awesome, Sophie.
It is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
I need to learn some Italian before I go over there.
you know what? I learned this.
I have a book that's Italian for dummies. You are more than welcome to borrow it.
I'm the dummy for that, for
You
sure.
have Italian for dummies?
Yeah, I just need to find it.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, just for the record, Sophie,
Yeah?
when you talk about having to figure out where in Germany to go, you could almost go to the whole country because in reality, Germany is about the size of Montana. Actually, Montana is bigger than Germany. And so you could
I
go
did
over the
not
whole
know that.
country. You could go over the whole country and it'd be like traveling through one state.
I know, but
So,
like
but
specifically, there's still a lot of things to explore in Germany because Germany
Oh,
has
yeah.
more
It's rich with
cities and
culture.
whatnot than Montana does.
true.
Montana has Yellowstone and I don't even
Billings.
know.
I want to go
Yeah,
to Yellowstone.
Billings.
Oh, we've been to Yellowstone. Oh my gosh, Brenda. We
I
went
was
with
like 3 or
you were
4.
4. You were 4 because it was when we went when we celebrated Cindy and I's 5th wedding anniversary. So that was 2005 and we had such a good time. Oh my gosh.
Nice, nice, nice.
It was such a funny story. We were in a rented car and I was
Yeah.
asleep in the back seat, and all of a sudden the road was just overcome with a herd of bison that were crossing. So of course we had to wait. And then mommy just looks out the passenger side window and she sees a bison that is bigger than our car
Oh,
just
my
staring
goodness.
into our windows.
Ugh.
And
We
she's silently praying, please do not wake up, Sophie. Please do not wake
Oh,
up, Sophie, because
no.
she's scared I'm going to wake up, see it, and freak out. I wake up, I turn my head, I look at the bison, I go, oh, bison.
it was so funny, Brenda. And the rental car we had was an economy and it was like riding in one of
Tiny
those little
little
smart
ants.
cars. Thing was so tiny. I'm like, how did they think that this would work for us? But anyway,
Just a little baby.
but
He's
yeah,
just a
that bison,
baby.
it was so, oh my gosh, it was so funny
Oh my
when
gosh,
she's
that's hilarious.
like, it's a bison. And then oh my gosh, it was so funny.
That is hilarious. I love memories from trips. That's the best thing in life. That's the
Yeah.
best thing in life. Where
And
you
I did
been?
not
Who you
remember
been
a
with?
single bit of this. This was all Mommy's story.
Yeah, it
That
was.
is so cute. I can just see it.
Well, number 2 for me is an oddball. Okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
I learned recently, I can't remember exactly when, maybe sometime in November or whatever, but Harry Potter, back to Harry Potter for a moment.
You want to visit the
Hogwarts,
castle.
Hogwarts Castle, they filmed it in Christchurch College in Oxford, England.
Ah,
And when they're out of school, when the kids are not in school, you can actually book a stay and
oh,
stay there, and it'd be like you're staying in the castle at Hogwarts, like you're staying
fantastic.
at Hogwarts.
Go for
That would
that.
be
Wouldn't
amazing.
that be? And you eat breakfast in the Great Hall.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
oh man, that would be so cool.
The Great Hall before the last episodes would be fantastic.
Yes, yes, definitely, yes. I just like that would blow my mind.
That'd be
Can you
so
wake
cool,
up
y'all.
and you can wake up in the middle of the night and go walking through the castle,
That is
like Harry did when he
crazy.
wasn't supposed to. You can go
Yeah,
walking through the dark halls of the school. I mean,
that is cool.
that's like a to me that is got some draw for me. That would be so neat.
Well, plus that's a great way for them to make money, using the property when
Yes.
school's not in session. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that would be
Love
Yes.
that.
amazing.
That would
I
be
like
wonderful.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right. That is
So
awesome.
that's number
We're
2 on
just
my list.
making a longer list. Now we're just making a longer bucket list from everybody's input.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, y'all. Mine wasn't long enough.
No, yours is phenomenal. Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, back to where we're going. Okay, I'm going to preface this by saying all of my 5 are from the trip we're getting ready to take in May, except my 2 runners up are dreams for the future. But
Mhm.
this particular one, okay, so my grandmother, my paternal grandparents, my grandmother was from Italy, Trieste, Italy, and my grandfather was from Dalmatia. Dalmatia was passed to Yugoslavia in its entirety in 1947, but then during I don't know, sometime after that, I think it was 54 or something, it went to Croatia. So now the area where my grandfather is from is now Croatia. And we are going to 2 ports in Croatia on our trip. And the one I'm talking about today is Corfu
Oh,
because
Corfu.
it
Okay.
has the most beautiful beach. And we're beach people. I mean, Butch and I are beach people. So we're doing both. We're doing, excursions in both, but I'm saying Corfu today. And I can't wait to get there because I I know it sounds funny, but I'm wondering if anybody there is going to look like us and kind of if we have relatives there. Like
Will you
I'm
see
wondering if we
some?
have relatives there. I don't know. I
That
just
would be cool.
I think it'd be fun to like kind of see what the culture's like and see what the people are like and see if there's similarities that we notice and I don't know, it'd just be fun. So my sister and I are very much looking forward to it. And now my cousin and his wife are going also, and he also is on my daddy's side of the family. So he's very excited as well to go to Emerald Island. So
Have you been to Dubrovnik?
I have not. We are going there on this trip. That's the one I wasn't mentioning, but yes, we're going there too.
I sent a client to Dubrovnik years ago.
How'd they like it? It's more
Um,
cultural. It's more
she
history, and
went,
I'm less history and more beach.
and I don't want to bring the show down. She went because she was Catholic,
Uh-huh.
and she had ALS,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and she went to a
Oh
bunch
God.
of places in the Catholic Church where miracles had happened to see, and she got to experience them. She is no longer with us,
Sorry.
but her faith, we know where she is,
Yes, yes.
and so,
And that is
but
a
that
kind of
was,
the difference, the main difference in those
yeah,
two.
but that is one of the places I sent her. I helped her with her trips for these things,
That's
and
awesome.
so yeah, Dubrovnik. It's such a beautiful coastline there.
I know, and I'm excited to see that, but I'm kind of really excited about our Corfu just spending the day like at
Yeah,
the beach, kind of because it's the only place we're going that we're spending the day at the beach.
yeah.
So I'm very
I
excited.
can't wait to hear about this trip.
I
When you
know,
get
I'm so
back, we
excited.
are doing a Brenda recap. Whoa.
Absolutely.
Get ready to talk for like an hour and a half, Brenda.
Oh God, I am looking so forward to it. I mean, everything, the ship and everything, because Linda and I, my sister and I went on the Beyond, the Celebrity Beyond when it first started going, and then now the Ascent is the brand new one that's like the sister of the Beyond, and it's a beautiful ship. We're just so excited.
I can't wait to hear about it.
Hey, thank you.
All
All
right,
right,
Sophie.
Sophie.
All right. Back to Jonathan, but also in honor of another family member of mine.
Yeah.
Um, Another place that Jonathan said he might want to go was on a cruise to explore the fjords of Norway.
Nice.
Yes.
You're
And
talking Aunt Carol.
I am. My Aunt Carol is my mother's aunt. Very, very, very sweet lady. Honestly, the salt of the earth, she is. And she loves Norway. Whenever we go to visit her, we get to go see her at least once a month. She will always have her TV set to these YouTube channels or whatnot that are showing trains passing through Norway because Norway is huge when it comes to their train transportation. And I think it would be wonderful if we could bring her on a trip to go see the fjords someday. I think she would love that. Fun
Yeah.
fact, she was also spent some time in Germany as well when she was a little girl. But
Yeah.
that is
That would be
another place that
awesome.
I would want to go and see.
Yeah. Aunt Carol was in Germany post World War II.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because her
Wow.
father was military, and
Oh
so they were
my.
assigned over there. So she has quite an experience, and actually, it's not all negative experience, um, but it's really fascinating to hear and to think about and to get
Yes.
that insight from her from that kind of what she
Unique
went through.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Wow. I read a lot of like historical fiction books on the Holocaust, etc. during that time, and it's definitely a unique knowledge that they experience that they
yeah.
should share because we don't
Yeah.
ever want to be back there again.
Nope,
No,
never.
absolutely don't. You're absolutely right. Um,
That sounds great, though. You should do that. Get her over
Yeah.
there.
yeah, it would
We'll
be so
try.
cool. It would be so cool.
Disney Cruise goes over there.
It does. And I actually just out of curiosity Googled one for 2025, September 15th through the 22nd. Only about 5 grand.
Well,
Okay.
price it out for the 26th, that same month in the 2026.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I'll
can't
see what
yet.
I can do.
I don't think you can yet. I think it only goes through like maybe May, but it's coming.
Well, we'll see.
Yep, you gotta snatch it up when it first comes out. It's the least expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is
Well,
great, Sophie.
Thank you.
All right,
well,
Mike.
I am super excited about one day going to Europe also. I think it's kind of there's so much history,
Yeah.
Um I think there's a couple ways you can do it. Um, you can take a tour, which I think would probably be the best way for me because then I don't have to worry about the details because the touring company takes care of those details for me,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Or you could plan your own trip and do your own itinerary and make it, step by step. I helped one of my computer clients do that because he took a tour, but he also had some time before and some time after that he and his wife did. And so we were trying to navigate which train ticket is the train ticket for getting from point A to point B, and you have to go through point C and D and E and all these sorts of, and all those train tickets are totally different. So it's a foreign concept to me, no pun intended or perhaps pun intended. But um I think exploring the countryside of both France and Italy are really in my wheelhouse. Like um,
Like
Paris,
Tuscany.
Tuscany in Italy, and the section in lower part of France. Yeah,
Provence.
yeah. Um, those areas where it's country. It's not,
Yeah,
you're just right in the
beautiful.
middle of the city, but it's kind of like when you're there, it's almost like you are amongst the people and how they live in their quote unquote natural habitat sort of thing.
Which is so much different
Yeah,
than how we
it's
live here.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And so I think that would be really neat to explore France and Italy in the countryside,
I
especially
would go with you.
okay. Well, I'll let you know.
All right. If we're not getting any younger, so we need to start planning some stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and
Exactly.
Cindy and Butch, of course, would be coming
Yeah.
in case
Yeah.
Yeah.
anybody out there is like, that sounds wonderful. That sounds heavenly. My sister has been there, Pam. She loves Provence, France, and her home is decorated in that style, and it's, oh my God, when I walk into her
Wow.
house, it's almost like my whole body relaxes. It is just different.
Hmm.
Beautiful. Even though I'm here, it's really it's really nice.
Yeah.
Uh, well,
Yeah.
speaking of nice, we're going to be going also to the Dalmatian coastline in
Mm.
Split, Croatia, and we're going to like do an excursion there on the Dalmatian coastline that's like a village life excursion so we can like see how the villagers live. I mean, basically, I'm really excited about that. All these things that kind of connect us to where we come from is very exciting for us. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. That is going to be awesome. And who knows, you might find 101 Dalmatians.
You know, it could happen. You know, I was raised by a fire captain. I mean, don't you think I saw enough Dalmatians?
Well, I had a Dalmatian when I was a kid.
Did you? Well,
Yeah.
they're great fire
Yeah.
dogs. They're great fire dogs.
His name was Spike, and
Oh,
he was
sweet.
he was awesome because if we left the back gate open, he would come around to the front door and whine to be let in because he didn't wander. He knew where
Oh,
his
that's
bread
a
was
good
buttered.
thing.
He knew where his meal ticket was being punched every day. And
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not going to go from there. I'm food motivated. Thank you very much.
Yes, he was way too smart for that mess. That is so great. That. All right. Well,
All right.
Sophie, you are up.
All right. Um, getting into the preferred climate of mine, which is to say tropical, I would like to go and see Machu Picchu in Peru.
Oh.
Nice.
I know it's a lot of walking, but I am a very big fan of historical sites. While Aunt Brenda loves the beach, I clearly like the mountains, but I also like history. History is one of my greatest passions, which if you told that to 5-year-old Sophie, she'd be very confused. But I like it. I like it a lot. I like to be able to walk the steps of people that came before me, if that makes sense. People who are no longer there.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while
That's
you're at Machu Picchu, you can compare it to the mountain at Epcot in Mexico Pavilion to see if it's close. The
alas,
pyramid, not the mountain.
that one might be a little bit far-fetched. Maybe if I went to Teotihuacan instead,
Okay. Okay. Well,
because
good.
that one's actually in Mexico. Machu Picchu is again in Peru.
Right.
Very different.
Yeah, one's Aztec.
And
Yeah.
one's Inca.
Incan.
right.
Yep. Well, that's a great destination.
I
Actually,
think so too.
my friend Simon Sophie actually traveled there and went there on a mission.
Really?
Or something with school or something like that. And really enjoyed it. And so,
That's awesome.
well,
Wow.
another one on my list. You know, Brenda mentioned Rome, and I agree with Rome. And I'm not going to talk about the Vatican City because that to me would be just so cool. But I'm gonna skip that one for now because I think if you go to Rome, you're going to go to the Vatican City also,
Yeah.
perhaps. But I'm you know what? I've gotten to be a big history person too, and I think a lot of it's because Cindy and Sophie are such history people. So to me, I think it would be really cool to explore England from a perspective of seeing where the kings and queens lived.
Like
And kind
Hampton
of like,
Court.
yeah, or like going to see the different castles like Balmoral and so forth in
Yeah.
Scotland,
Yeah.
and that kind of an adventure in the
Yeah.
UK would be
Or
really
Genovia.
where? Oh,
Genovia is a fictional kingdom from the Princess
I
Diaries.
know, but they're making the Princess Diaries 3, and I'm really excited about it. Sorry, I had to stick it in there.
No, that's adorable.
well, it went way over my head, like way it's so far up you can't even see my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just, you know, those castles are, they had to film that stuff somewhere like where you're talking about. All those castle scenes. It's probably
Yeah,
the ones you're talking about. That's what reminded me.
yeah,
Man, that sounds great. I think that we just need to go. You know what? We need to just go to Europe for an entire summer. I think that
mhm,
We
actually most
do.
places are closed in the summer in Europe because I know the people I have known from Europe that have come over that were like doctors that came over. They
A
said
lot
the
of
whole
people.
country shuts down for like 3 months.
I
Some
know
some of them
that
shut down for 1 month.
I know I've heard some of that about France, specifically with the month of August. Apparently, many French people won't work in August.
Yeah, so we don't want to go then because then we won't be able to see anything.
Yeah.
But we'll go some other time because that's a lot
Hmm.
to see.
yeah, yeah.
So y'all are both kind of castle-y, definitely castle-y people. Like, like
It's
old
the
money kind of thing. Old
it's
money.
the funniest thing, Aunt Brenda. I found this one social media post that was of the Scottish castle or whatever, and it was for sale. And I saw all the pictures of it. Of course, they did not tell me the price until the end. It amounted to, I believe it was about 7 million pounds or something. But I
Mhm.
sent the video over to Jonathan, and his only response to me was, "Do you have castle money?" And I sent him a broken heart emoji as a reply.
Oh, you have
No
dreams, though. Dreams
dreams.
get us
Yeah.
through a lot of stuff. And that's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
That's all right, Brenda. Number 4 on your list.
Well, it's the next place we're going to be docking, and that is Naples. We're going to Naples, Italy, and Capri. So we're going to
Spell
do
spell
Capri.
Oh, Capri.
Well, they say Capri,
Well, I say
but
Capri,
yes,
like Capri Sun.
that is where we are going to be. So we are going to see Naples and Capri, and that's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to do a boat, like a kind of a excursion that's like on a yacht kind of thing.
Ah,
Fun.
it's gonna be wicked. It's gonna be so cool.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Wish I'd have done this in my 20s, but whatever. Better
It
late than
wouldn't have.
never.
You know what? It would not have had the same impact.
That's for sure.
So,
Yay. That's
Sophie.
it for me.
All right. This one is sort of one that is not doable at the moment, and we're kind of waiting to see when it could be done. But
Okay.
this is Jerusalem, Israel.
Oh,
Nice. Great choice.
I have been checking some of the travel advisories. According to, as of January 3rd, 2025, the U.S. Office of Palestinian Affairs says that the U.S. Embassy is closely monitoring the security situation in response to the regional tensions and ongoing military conflict between Israel and Hamas. Due to the current security environment in northern Israel, the U.S. Embassy has eased travel restrictions on U.S. government employees and their family members. However, I would still not go right now.
Right.
yeah.
But I would like to go. I would like
Yeah.
to go. I would like to see the Western Wall specifically.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's a great dream.
Mm-hmm.
It'll happen. You have plenty of time.
Yeah. There was pilgrimage that my church was trying to set up
Mm-hmm.
for people to go to Jerusalem. It fell through, I think. But
Yes.
maybe the next time when we're able to do that, maybe that would be a good option.
Yeah, and you can
Exactly.
also tag along with another church that is doing that.
Uh-huh. Yep, that happens.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
That's
Still,
awesome.
right now it's waiting for it to be safe again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Safe travel is the way to go for sure. Got to make
Yeah.
sure you read those warnings and everything and you prepare.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I
Mike.
agree.
Yay,
Well,
you got number 5.
my fifth one, I'm actually I added an honorable mention
Ooh.
because of Sophie
Oh,
saying Jerusalem. Because
Oh, awesome.
number 5 was going to be
Jerusalem.
walking where Jesus walked.
Yep.
So Israel. So I'm going to mark that in as honorable mention. So number 5 is another one, and it kind of touches a little bit um on what Sophie said, but she mentioned cruising to the fjords in Norway.
Mhm.
And for me, what I would love to do is to do the Adventures by Disney experience to Norway,
Nice.
Ah,
which is the tour side of it, Sophie.
okay.
So you're in Bergen, Flom, Geiranger, and Oslo, Norway. It's 8 days,
Oh,
7
Oslo's
nights.
the capital.
Uh-huh. And it's a land adventure. So you fly into Norway and then
Okay.
you go to see all the different things. And so to me that would be really cool. Like
Yeah.
the Bergen exploration is the scenic mountain and fjord surroundings, okay? And then you can go, mommy would dig this because you can do Voss River rafting.
Nice.
Wow.
Cindy, Sophie or Brenda, Cindy has whitewater rafted
Experience.
in the Grand Canyon for a 6-night
Yeah.
adventure.
I
So
know. I was so shocked by that. I'm
We
I'm
have
such a baby.
we have pictures somewhere showing her in the actual raft in the river. And you know which one is her because she's wearing these cherry red shorts.
yep,
And
That's
she looks like
amazing.
she's having the time of her life too.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So and there's other stuff like um a fjord safari, a waterfall hike,
Nice.
trout fishing, which I don't know how well I'd do with that, but
Mm.
trout
Give it a
fishing,
try.
Norwegian folk dancing, all that is part of this trip to
Yay.
Norway. So Adventures by Disney to Norway, I think would be a really cool,
Oh, for sure. That one would be
a
great.
really immersive experience.
Yep.
So that's number 5 on my list.
That's great. That's a good one. Really good one. Adventures by Disney is they really know how to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you want me to just mention my number 5 and come back to my honorables, or do you want me to go ahead and just finish it out?
Mention your number 5, and then we'll come back to your honorable mentions because Sophie has number 5 also.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number 5 is I'm probably saying it wrong, but Katakolan, Greece, which is like Olympia.
Ooh.
That's one of the places we're going on our cruise, and it is it's where the first Olympics were held. And
Mm-hmm.
even though I'm not much of a history kind of person, I'm not a museum person at all. Like, I get completely bored if I'm going from picture to picture reading I just can't. I need to be like moving. But I'm really interested in seeing these ruins because I think they're going to be super cool.
Well, you know
it-
what?
What
Go
is it?
on.
Is it Catacola with K's?
Catacolan with an N at the end. Yes. Yes, just like that. And I'm probably saying
Okay.
it wrong. What were you going to say, Sophie?
You just gave me an honorable mention.
Oh, yay. Well, that's fab. Well, do you
I'm
want
not.
me to mention my honorable mentions or do you want to come back?
Come back to them.
All right, I'll do that.
All right.
All right, Sophie.
Well, going on to my number 5. You all know me. I
Yep.
am a Disney
Thankfully.
girl.
She's Sophie.
That's right.
And she's Brenda.
Oh my goodness.
Point is, the 2 Disneys that I've been to are here in the States, but that does not mean that Disney only exists in the United States. And I have my eyes on a very specific Disney resort overseas, and that would be Tokyo Disney Sea. I remember Jagan saying that she had gone there before. She really liked it, and I would like to go there as well.
Awesome.
Obviously,
That's
it's
a
in
good one.
Tokyo,
Yeah.
but I think if I did go there, I would also maybe take some time to take a train and go visit Osaka, Japan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I think if you make the effort and make it to Tokyo Disney, you're not just going for just one experience there. It's going to be a
Definitely.
big enough trip that you would see a lot of different things because let's face facts, it's not like you can just hop on a train and be there in 2 hours or hop in your car and drive to
You're
Wilmington or
absolutely
something.
right.
That's
So
right.
You're
it
right.
And
definitely has a lot more to it.
I'll tell you another hint, Sophie.
Yeah.
Our boss and one of the other Pixies went on the National Geographic Disney trip to Japan,
Yeah.
and they had the most unique experiences. I mean, it really was something. So that would be great for you to do, and also, go to the parks because there's just so much to be done. I mean, once you're all the way there, you have to do as much as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't know when you'll be able to come back.
Exactly.
Exactly. Or if you'll be able to come back.
That's right, because there's so many places we want to go. That's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
great.
there's, the ultimate answer on all this is that, that cliche, the world is your oyster. There
Mhm.
are so many places to experience, to travel to.
Mm.
I have zero interest in this, but Sophie probably would really dig it. Sophie, there are a couple of agents at Pixie that are planning a trip to Transylvania to see Dracula's castle.
Oh,
In October.
Kristen's already been there once. She's going back.
Yeah.
Honorable mention number 2.
Yep, Transylvania.
Well, they have a Facebook group, so if you're interested,
Yeah,
they're going
pretty
this
cool.
October.
Yep.
I'm like,
They're sending out messages for stragglers if anybody's straggling.
yeah, I'm like, you have fun with that. I'm not interested, but you have fun.
I'll be in Disneyland, but thanks. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah. So
That's funny.
anyway, there are so many. The world is untapped in so many ways,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there are so many experiences. I saw my friend Mary Beth at Rubinat.
Yeah.
Antarctica.
I know. Her pictures have been fab.
Yeah. I mean, it's just incredible the destinations you can go to now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just so much. The only honorable mention I have was the Israel one, which I already spoke about. So
Mhm.
Brenda, why don't you give us your honorable mentions, and then
Okay.
Sophie, you give us your honorable mentions.
Okay.
Great. Well, I've talked a lot about my dad's side of the family and where they came from and the fact that we're going to be able to go there, which is thrilling. But also, my mom's side of the family special too. And my honorable mention is where my mom's family is from, and that's Germany, and specifically the Christmas markets. I want to do a river cruise to the Christmas markets in Germany.
That sounds wonderful.
That's the top of my bucket list once this Europe trip is done.
Mm-hmm. I thought Disney Treasure with On the Seas with Mickey was top.
But that's
of your
already planned. That's not a bucket list. That's a planned trip. There's a difference.
Got it.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bucket
What's
list are things that haven't come to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your second one, Brenda?
So my second one is okay. So there's an Adventures by Disney that's always been at the top of my list. I gave up on it, but it's to the Amalfi Coast and it's to the Austrian Alps. And I want to go to the Austrian Alps. And I would love to be able to go to both Switzerland and the Austrian Alps if I could work that out.
I'm pretty sure the Bavarian Alps and the Austrian Alps are along the same border.
I think so too. And I would love to be able to spend like some quality time in that area.
When I manage to get Jonathan into the Bavarian Alps, we'll take you with us, and then all you have to do is go a couple miles to the south.
That's right. I would love to see that so much. And zip lining through the Alps, don't you want to? No.
Ooh.
But I love to dream about it, but there's no way I'd pull it off. I would just be terrified.
I would want to go hang gliding.
Oh my goodness gracious. I know. But I'll be cheering you on, girl.
Thank you.
Yep. And
All
that's
right,
it
now
for me. My list is complete.
All right. Well, Sophie, finish your list out.
Yep, I already said that one of my honorable mentions was Dracula's Castle, Transylvania. Thank you, Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
The honorable mention that I do want to highlight, though, is thanks to Aunt Brenda. It's not exactly what she said, Katakolan, Greece. This one is also in Greece, though, and it is the island of Ithaca.
Okay.
I have recently been listening to this newest rendition of the Odyssey called Epic. It's a modern musical. The guy who wrote it is phenomenal. I like his music so much. And in order to honor the very last publication of the very last chapter of the play, he actually went to Ithaca with some of his cast members to almost reenact the final two songs of the play, which is where Odysseus finally reunites with his wife and son after 20 years
Oh
of being
my.
away. I know,
Wow.
it's very, very heartfelt. So I want to go visit Ithaca, Greece.
Okay.
That sounds perfect.
All right. And what's the other one is your
Dracula's Castle, Transylvania. Thank you, Daddy.
Very cool. Very cool.
I'm like, y'all go right ahead. I don't want to be bit. I don't want to become a vampire.
Oh, Daddy.
I don't know. I think Kristen's pretty cool for doing. She does so much stuff, man.
Yeah.
She's just awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's our bucket list items of international destinations we want to experience. So, listeners, what are your international destinations? I'm going to post the question in the Facebook group and I want to see some responses if you don't mind, and let us know where you want to go.
Yes.
And thanks. But now it is time for this day in Disney history for January 13th. So, Sophie, take it away, honey.
All right.
All right. What I have is only loosely tied to international destinations because they're all fictitious. But on January 13th, 1934, so we're looking at like almost 90 years, like 91 years or so.
Yeah, 91 years ago.
Yeah.
Disney released two cartoons.
Mhm.
The first was Disney's Silly Symphony cartoon, The China Shop, directed by Wilfred Jackson. When the ye old China shop closes, the China pieces come to life and dance.
Oh, nice.
And I quite
Yeah.
like that cartoon. It is free to watch on YouTube. I recommend it a lot.
Mhm.
And it's a very nice little cartoon. The second one was released the same day, of course. It is called Shanghai. It is a Mickey Mouse cartoon. Directed by Bert Gillette, Mickey and Minnie are captured on Pete's pirate ship, but fight their way to freedom against a whole crew of identical bulldog roughnecks. That
Just
one
sitting there
I chose
thinking this
because
up,
of the
right?
boat. I chose that one because of the boat.
That is great.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
can you just see they're just sitting there thinking of, let's make them all identical. Well, where did this
Yeah.
come from?
Well, it was probably because it was easier to animate them all if they looked the same.
I guess so. That is too funny. That is great. That is great history.
So,
Thank you.
we are starting the new variation of Stump the Soph. Dun, dun, dun.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got him a new book, everyone, so we'll see how things go.
Mm-hmm.
The book is the Pixar Character Encyclopedia, updated and expanded. Do you
That is
see it?
Yep.
fabulous.
You can
Yes.
see some of the newer characters on there, like Julia. I saw, who was the boy that Tom Holland played in Onward?
I don't remember, but I remember the movie, but I don't remember their names.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah,
there
only one of
are
us does.
yeah, and it's usually Sophie. And
Yes.
if she doesn't, then we're all I don't know.
Exactly.
Anyway.
We're out of luck.
There are 300 characters in here, Brenda.
Wow.
So the way we're doing the game is we're going back to the original way. Instead of guessing the movie, guessing the character. So I am going to not write in this book. I've already told the ladies that. I am going to give a couple clues and see if Sophie can figure out the character.
Yay.
So this character is determined to be top chef.
Remy.
No.
No?
No. This character can tell if a loaf of bread is fresh just by tapping it.
Colette.
Colette, yes.
Yay!
Colette, not Remy. Colette had to remember she had to work like double hard because she was a woman in a man's industry at the time.
That's right.
You're right. You're right.
So, but she
I was close
determined. You were close.
Definitely.
You were in the
right movie.
When I said chef, I knew it would be kind of a giveaway there. But anyway,
good.
Colette, what movie?
Ratatouille.
Oh, okay, good.
Very
Just make sure
good.
you're on top of things. How do you spell Colette?
Colettee.
That's right. Okay, go ahead and type that in.
Very good. Very good, Sophie. She's one for zero. One is that
for
what you
one.
say? 1 for 0? Oh,
No,
1
we
for
say
1.
1 for 1.
Okay, 1 for 1.
And at the end of the book, she'll be 300 for 300.
Exactly.
We'll see.
That's right.
Yeah.
Darn it, there's only 52 weeks in a year, though. Doggone it. It's going to take us 6 years to do it.
Yep, there you go.
That's okay.
That's
By
all
then,
right.
there will be plenty of new Disney movies for me to study and memorize and then get Daddy a new book.
Yay.
That's right.
That's awesome. See, we plan ahead. We plan 6 years ahead on our games.
Oh,
Yes, we do.
definitely.
Yes, we do. All right, Brenda, do you have a little bit of Walt for us?
I have a little bit of that special man. Over at our place, we're sure of just one thing. Everybody in the world was once a child. So in planning a new picture, we don't think of grown-ups and we don't think of children, but just of that fine, clean, unspoiled spot down deep in every one of us that maybe the world has made us forget and that maybe our pictures can help recall.
Oh,
Oh,
man, what?
Does that warm your heart?
That is an awesome quote. Thank
love
you, Brenda,
love
for
that.
sharing it. Thank you, Walt, for saying it, because
Yes.
you're right. This world is hard enough,
Oh my gosh.
and we need to remember the innocence sometimes.
Yes, yes.
I'm just wondering, imagine how much more he could have possibly done if he had just lived a few years more.
I know.
Yeah. But
I know it.
God's plan.
Yeah.
God's plan.
Well, that, my friends, wraps us up for our second episode. I almost said our first episode of 2025, but it's
Not
our
quite.
second episode of 2025. And
It
next
is our
week,
250th episode, though.
that's right.
Yes.
All the
That's right.
all the confetti explodes.
That's right.
I have no idea how to edit that, so don't expect it.
It'd be nice though.
Anyway, coming next week, we are going to close the book on 2024. We had our list in early 2024 of 24 things to do in 2024. We're going to recap that and we're going to look at how did we do? We have no idea. We don't even remember what's on our list. We got to do some research.
Yes, I don't remember.
Spoiler alert, I don't think we did very well.
I don't think we
Uh-oh.
did super well either, but we did knock off some pretty important ones.
I hope
So-
we did well.
Well, we did well enough. How about that?
Yeah.
But anyway, that is our topic for next week. So that we're going to be kind of looking back at last year and seeing how we did. But that is for next week. For this week, we hope that you all have a wonderful week. We hope that your 2025 has started off well, that you are doing well, and that your family is well. If something is going wrong, we hope that it gets turned around soon. If you have a smile on your face, keep showing it, because this world needs smiles. If you are having a rough week, maybe someone will share a smile with you and make your day a little bit better. But until next week, I'm Mike. She's Sophie. That's Brenda. And he's Grogu. And we will see you
on the road.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.